it's Michelle, and I know it's been a very long time since I have done an update video, but I'm going to take care of that today, and I'm going to try to be more consistent on my videos. For those of you that don't know, I had the vertical sleeve gastrectomy in 2013 with Dr. King, who is since retired, in Oxford, Mississippi. I was 418 pounds the day of surgery. My highest recorded weight was 424 pounds, but I feel like I was probably bigger than that at least once. So 418 pounds, that is what I'm going by, because that is what's on my medical records. I lost around 188 pounds. I got down to 230 pounds. I gained back up to about 250, 255 and stayed there. Nothing I could do would budge. It did not matter what I did, what I ate, what I didn't eat, what I drank, what activity I did. And it was really hard to do activity, because you can imagine, with almost 200 pounds lost, I had tons of excess skin. So I got to where I couldn't go into the gym anymore because it was painful. Especially in the summer. I live in Mississippi, so it gets hot and humid. So it was really hard, very painful for me to work out. So I started looking into plastic surgery for a peniculectomy, and my insurance has a clause in it that pretty much said, hey, you've proved it medically necessary, but you're still SOL. So we paid for it out of pocket. So I thought, if I'm going to pay for it out of pocket, I'm going to go to who I want. And that's when I went to Fayetteville, Arkansas. It was June 21st of this year, 2016. And Dr. Jeffrey Swetnam of Swetnam Cosmetics did a 360 degree body lift. I think that's what it's called, with a Fleur component. And what the 360 body lift is, it means pretty much I am cut all the way around. My incision ends and starts in the same spot. And then the Fleur de lis means they've come up my abdomen and took the excess skin, because I had what I'd like to call a second set of boobs. I had two really large skin flaps that hung down under my breast. And so they went in and they took those out. He stretched everything together and could not be happier. He took 42 pounds of a combination of the skin, the liposuction, everything. And the 360 body lift, as I was saying a moment ago, is a tummy tuck, the peniculectomy, a butt lift, and an outer thigh lift. It does not include your inner thighs. I've actually looked into that surgery because my thighs are huge, and it is a very hard to recover from surgery. This one I will have to say for me was very easy. I think it's because I went into it knowing exactly what to expect out of the surgery and the recovery. I had a brilliant surgeon. I will leave his information in the description box below. Phenomenal. If you're within an 8-hour radius of Dr. Swetnam, go, because you will not find anyone better. I am 8 hours away from him, and no regrets. And he was my first choice. We thought insurance was going to pay for it. I was actually trying to look local. And I believe it was all God that steered me away from the local surgery. And I was able to go to Dr. Swetnam, and my goodness, I had expectations here. He surpassed them. I mean, I went into it with a very realistic view of what I was going to look like, and I still cry when I pass myself in the mirror, because he did such an amazing job, and he is such a wonderful, wonderful person, and his staff there, oh goodness, they are so awesome. And if I had a problem, even now, I can call and they will call me back, or give me, if I can talk to one on the phone right then. It is absolutely wonderful. So if you are in the Fayetteville area or within a few hours, again, I was 8 hours, and there would have been no other doctor I would have gone to. Sorry I went off on that tangent. I just think it's important. He is that good. I just feel like I needed to just tell you to go to him. He's the best. My video is, I'm sorry, I got paper over here so I can actually have some notes. The 10 things they don't tell you, you don't know, or they kind of gloss over about plastic surgery. And a lot of them is probably because they don't get talked about with your doctor and stuff. I mean, they'll tell you, yeah, this is a side effect, but I'm here to tell you the rest of the story, as Paul Harvey used to say. The first one is depression. Oh my goodness. It was horrible. I'd say about the first couple days were fine because my husband was there at my mom's. Again, I was 8 hours away, and I had a very, very extensive surgery. Again, 42 pounds removed. So I stayed with my mom, who lives in Joplin, Missouri, so I could be closer to Dr. Swetnam in case of an emergency, and also that's a long way to travel right after surgery. So I stayed with my mom. I was extraordinarily depressed, and I did have a lot of things working against me. The first one was I was away from my husband and my kids and my granddaughter, and my family is everything, and I had never been away from any of them that long, and that was really, really, really hard. I did not do well. Even though I was with my mom, it wasn't the same. I wanted my husband and my kids, and I just felt abandoned and alone. And there were some days I did not want to get out of bed. I did not want to. I didn't want to. Some of the things I had working against me was, number one, I had been taking Cymbalta prior to surgery, and I was really down on myself because I was not able to lose any more weight. But I guess 250 is where my body was for a long time, was comfortable there, and it's like, nope, I'm not budging. I'm staying right here. And I'd had anxiety attacks, and that's why she initially put me on the Cymbalta. And I had been on it before for fibromyalgia because it also helps with the pain. And I was having severe back pain, as you can imagine, carrying 42 pounds excess around my abdomen. I mean, I was in pain all the time. It was really bad. So there was the depression of the being off of the Cymbalta, being away from my family, and then just having surgery. And so you put all that together, it was horrible. And I was texting a friend of mine, and she told me to try some certain supplements. I'm very big on natural remedies in supplements. So she recommended vitamin D and krill oil and vitamin K. So my mom and I, like right after one of my follow-up visits, we went to Walmart and I got some vitamin D and krill oil. They did not have vitamin K, but I started taking the D and the krill oil immediately, and I'd say within 36 hours I was feeling better. I don't know what caused it or what made it better, but it got better, and that's what matters. Since I've been home, I have found a vitamin D and a K supplement. The vitamin D and the K are together, so I have bought that, and I've started taking that. Now, if I don't take all of those, I do notice a big difference in my mood and everything. I get all my vitamins, and I've mentioned this before in previous videos. I get all my vitamins from pipingrock.com. And in the description box below, I will leave a link, a referral link. And if you click on that link or put in my code at checkout, excuse me, you will get $10 off a $40 or more purchase, or $5 off $39.99 and below. And they are a wonderful company. That's where I get all my vitamins, and even some essential oils I get from there, and I have been nothing but pleased. Some of the vitamins I take B12, a super B complex, biotin, krill oil, the DK supplement. I'm trying to look at my vitamins in my head here. Terminac, whatever. I take that one for joints. And right after surgery and before surgery, I was taking arnica and bromelain, and both of those I did get from Piping Rock. Again, it's pipingrock.com. They're awesome, and they're really, really good priced. The second thing is exhaustion. Of course, you just had surgery. Of course, you're going to be tired. But the sudden exhaustion, I mean, you're like, everything's fine. You're happy. You're wide awake. And the next minute, you're asleep in your chair. It's just like that. I'm talking sudden exhaustion. And I'm about, what, 4 months? Yeah, about 4 months. Yeah, 4 months, I'm sorry. September 20 or October 21st was 4 months, so I'm about 4.5 months. I still have that. It's like I'm wound up, I'm ready to go. Let's get this show on the road, and as soon as I take a nap, I'm going to do that. It's crazy. Again, I know it's normal, I know it's common, but there's one thing to say you're tired. It's another one to feel utterly exhausted, and it's a weird feeling, the way, as quickly as it hits you. The next thing they might tell you about, but they don't go into detail about, is constipation. Yes. Oh my goodness. Stay on top of that as soon as you get home from the hospital. Please. You don't want to go through what I went through. I waited too late to, until it was too late to take my Colace, and oh my goodness. It was horrible. I won't I won't go into it with you, but let's just say stay on top of it. Do it for me. I don't want anyone to go through what I went through with that. And it's something that you'll need to stay on top of for a while after surgery. Taking fish oil, or in my case the krill oil, really helped. And I still take that every day. It works. The next is hair loss. Oh my. You thought you lost a lot of hair after you lost a lot of weight? Well, and mine could be too. The extent of the surgery I had a very, I had an excessive amount of skin to be removed, so that could have had a lot to do with it. Hair loss. My goodness. And again, like before, I have more things working against me. I have a hypothyroidism. My next one is appetite swings, and that kind of played into this because I was not getting my protein in. I have drank the same protein shake for 3.5 years. I have Fit Frappe, which I love, mixed with a cup of coffee, and Syntrax, I think is the name of it. Yeah, Syntrax. The Optimum Nutrition. I'm sorry, not Syntrax. Now I'm doing the Syntrax Matrix. I was trying to find something to help me because suddenly I can't tolerate. But I was using the Optimum Nutrition whey protein. I can't stand them. So they make me nauseous. Every now and then I can drink them, but I was drinking them every day. Loved it. Could not go a day without it. Now I'd rather skip breakfast than have to drink that protein shake. So I've had a significant loss of protein, and I think that contributes to the hair loss too. But someone else had mentioned, and I was reading a blog or watching a video or something that they had mentioned they had extreme hair loss too. And I'm not talking just a little. I'm talking alarming amounts. Thankfully, my hair was very thick when I started this, and I mean, it's still, it doesn't look as thin, but if you'd seen my hair before and what you see now, it's really thin. I started using Nioxin. I've only been using that for a couple weeks now, so I'll let you know. So far, I like it. I think my hair looks healthy. But yeah, hair loss to the point where you have to clean out your shower drain about every 2 showers. It's that bad. My next one was appetite swings, and I had been told that you'll start getting less hungry again after surgery. Your appetite's going to change. Well, here's what mine does. Today, I'm not hungry. What time is it here? It is 2:30. I've not had lunch yet. I'm not hungry for lunch. I'm thirsty, which is good, so I'm trying to drink my water, but I'm not hungry. Tomorrow, I would have already eaten most of my calories, by this point, and it's just really weird. And I had heard other people say that they had the same issue. So, like I said, 1 second you're fine, the next minute you could eat an elephant, and it's just crazy. And then cravings. I have never craved sweets. I am a salt person. I would rather have chips than a candy bar, crackers than cookies. That's just the way I am. But now I have actually found myself craving other things, and I don't know if it's just my body is still trying to adjust to all the changes or what. Number 6 is brain fog. Oh my goodness. I have always been, matter of fact, my daughter-in-law calls me Dory. It's that bad. I'm like, just Dory. It's squirrel mode. Um, it's gotten worse. Really bad. I can be sitting here and have my phone in my hand because I've got to look something up. And then by the time I open Safari, I have no idea what I was sitting there with my phone in my hand for. It's scary. I know that happens. After my sleeve surgery, the anesthesiologist and my bariatric surgeon have both told me that it's like every time you're put under, it's 6 months of brain fog. And then after a surgery that's, I think, 3 hours, they said, and up, it is like additional time. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. That's why I'm ditzy, is because of brain fog from surgery. But again, it's normal. It's going to happen. It's going to go away too. There's some days I'm better, and I have more better days now than not better days. Insomnia. That's the next one. Insomnia. You already have insomnia after your bariatric surgery, and by 3 years, you're kind of over that. Well, it's back. There's a reason why your plastic surgeon or your cosmetic surgeon, whichever you're using, your surgeon gives you things to help you sleep. Take them. I didn't. I was like, oh, I don't need these. And then that contributed to my depression. The first night that I took the Valium with my pain medicine that he had given me, I slept for 12 hours. And I was exhausted. When your mind's exhausted, your body's exhausted, you cannot heal properly. So just know that's normal. Even now, I have trouble sleeping. I have been taking melatonin. I can't think of the name of it. Back to the brain fog. Melatonin, my only issue with melatonin is it gives me bad dreams. So, it's one way or the other. Either sleep and have horrible, horrible dreams about your kids. The next one is one that's really weird. It is phantom pain and feelings. Like, you've always heard about people that have lost limbs, how they can still feel pain, or they have feeling where that is. I have that with where my abdomen area is. It's really weird. Like, I sit down in this chair that I'm sitting in, my stomach used to touch the sides of the chair. So every time I sit down in this chair, I can still feel that. I can feel it, and then I go to move it, and it's like it's not there, and that's really weird. Or when I'm in the shower, and I have to lift to clean, like I used to have to do, I still feel that there, the stomach there, and it's not, and I can't put into words how weird that is. Or, and of course, I'm still numb in my abdomen area, and Dr. Sweatham told me that can be a while before I have all that feeling back. But what's weird is I'll have this itch in one of my numb areas, and I'll go to scratch it, but scratching is doing it no good because I'm numb. And I'm like, then why do I itch if I'm numb and don't have feeling there? It's weird. It's hard to describe, and it can really keep me occupied for a long time thinking about it, if I let myself think about it. But that's something else. The phantom pain, the phantom feeling, you still feel like it's part of you. And of course, it was part of me for so long that, I can understand where it's going to take some time, but it's just a really, really weird sensation. The next one is how other parts are affected from your tummy tuck, or paniculectomy, whatever you had done. It looks like I've had a breast implant, or a boob job, and that's simply because they took all that excess weight out. They pulled that my abdomen together, and so therefore you could see it more. My stomach wasn't bigger than my breasts were. But I have actually had people ask me if I had a boob job done. Like, no, first of all, it's kind of rude to ask, but no, I haven't had it done, but it just looks like I have. It kind of evened them out because it tightened up that abdomen area. I'm not complaining, I was kind of happy, but that is something. And my legs, to me, my legs look bigger now, and they're not any bigger. It's just they look bigger because that big, huge abdomen is gone. And It's just really weird how things change. And like my waist is not in the same spot it used to be. And of course, that's that's understandable because of the body lift. And 42 pounds was taken off, and it's not a problem. It doesn't bother me any. But just be warned, stuff like that will happen. The last one is swelling. They tell you you're going to swell. They call it swell hell. They call it that for a reason. I could have anywhere between 5 and 10 pounds of fluid on me, which from what I understand isn't nearly as bad as some of the other people have. But I don't swell in my abdomen. I did a little bit, but not much. I swell in my face, just all over, my nose, my hands, my fingers, my thighs. That is what's so weird. I call them jello legs because I'll walk and it's just like they jiggle like jello. It's crazy. But that's been a big thing, is the swelling in my legs. It'll go away. Just drink your water and keep moving. That's important. Even now, as far out as I am, I'm just now able to get back into the gym. I had to wait until my 3-month appointment, and it took me another month and a half to actually get my gym membership. I did have my incision opened up, and so that's something I think my swelling, I still swell a little, and I think a lot of that is because I'm not as active as I need to be. But I guess that's really it for today. I will try to get back on here again, and I've already been on here for 22 minutes almost. So I'll try to get back, and we'll talk more about where I am with my surgery and what I'm fixing to start doing in the gym, my eating habits, how they have changed. I still want to lose about 40 pounds. I'm really not hung up on a number, but I'm thinking about 40 pounds because, my arms are not where I want them to be. I'd like to lose a bit more in my face, not a lot, but a little bit more. My thighs really need some work. And my stomach, I'm very happy with where my stomach is in my abdomen. He far exceeded my expectations. So remember, I'm going to leave that link below, or not link, but the code below for the Piping Rock if you want to look at any of those vitamins. And I'll leave Dr. Swetnam's website down also in the down bar. Anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful, blessed day, and I will see you again soon, I promise. Have a great one. Bye-bye.